binoculars. Ah, what a wonderful, wonderful start to our first game. 3 Aeons and a Siren. Poor Vati Ninja. Not looking good for him right now. He's just going to get sniped to death. Or bombed to death. And Lobster's instantly there with a quick start, followed by Funky General. Vati Ninja is behind. Somewhat. He is a bit slow on issuing orders, it seems, which is... You'll quickly learn how to issue quick orders, it's only a matter of time. But you can see there, Le General going for a air factory early on. And Funky is going for 2 air factories. Looks like it could be a massacre for either Funky or Le General if they both invest in air, because we all know how that goes. In a free-for-all, when 2 people go air and 2 go land, it never ends well for the people who go air, especially when they're having to fight with each other. Vati Ninja with the early land factory, going for the 2 factory rush it looks like. Good move, good move. He is building the excess amount of energy early on for it though, so unless he got the build time and build cost reductions Cybran have in research, it's going to slow him down somewhat. And Lobster is taking all the time in the world to claim all the mass he wants. He is... Right now, he does not have a concern about everyone, and unfortunately for Mr. Funky, going for 2 air factories that early is crippling to an immense degree. I mean, land factory is 240 mass, but an air factory is 280 mass. That's 80 mass that you've spent earlier than you normally would have, and that means it may take a bit longer to get your mass points. We shall see if he has a mass to build it or not. I doubt he does. Nope, I didn't think so. That's the price you pay when you go for 2 air factories that early. You can see Lobster's everyone's going air except Vati Ninja. Rightfully so, is going land. I hope he saved up his research. It might be very well if he did not get the build time and build cost reductions, because he's gonna need that research for adapters. Adapters, well, for the most part, nerf the Aeon bombers, especially if they decide to get Scorch bombs, but mind you, with 3 of them going air and only Vati Ninja's land to worry about, why would they ever get Scorch bombs? What Vati Ninja needs to do is get Cobras out. Cobras and adapters. Adapters and Cobras. A wonderful, wonderful combo to deal with everyone on this map. Hopefully that's exactly what it does, and Le General's plane is doomed. You're not getting out of here, Le General. But you did at least scout everyone. You got what you needed to know, and hopefully you saw the Lobster's air factories there. I'm sure you expect it. You'll soon realise it with the radar there, that he's not accumulating any units to his forward mass. Well, I say his forward mass, but that's here, I mean the bridge to his base. I mean, everyone usually takes up this area, this area, this area, and as you can see with Vati Ninja taking up this area. You can see he's a bit crippled in mass right there, having to pause his commander and wait, but ooh, you may want to remember to unpause him at some point. And also get a radar up. Right now, he's the only one without a radar, because you can see Mr. Funky's building his radar right there, and boom. Everyone's got radar coverage except Vati Ninja. He is now just building his radar, it's half done, so hopefully he can get that out before someone takes advantage of him. And I wonder what people are going to do research-wise. I totally expect Lobster to try and take Vati Ninja's factory or engineer with a transport, but we shall see. It looks like he's going for an early strike on Vati Ninja, who's got invested completely into Brackman. Oh, Lobster was going for the engineer, but he is going to lose a plane. Fortunately, the factory is shielding the engineer, and it may get a shield on it. Nope, it's another Brackman, but Lobster's not bombing anyway, so it doesn't matter, and he's still going to lose another plane flying right over that factory. Not too good, Lobster, not too good. At this point in the game, every plane counts, and right now, although Mr. Funky does have the early advantage with planes, thanks to his 2 very early air factories, he's severely disadvantaged with mass. He's also soon going to be disadvantaged with planes, as he's still got 2 factories to build. There's only so much a factories can do against 4 factories. Also repairing his planes, rightfully so, and here comes Le General going for a bombing run. Lobster's trying to intercept the planes before they escape. Brilliant move, and he could get right in there, and he does not budge. Unfortunately, he's far too delayed. No point chasing him now, and here comes Mr. Funky. We're going to have a freeway fight in here. Lobster could actually do well here if he was a sit out, but he's no coward, and he is right in there killing planes. And Mr. Funky did not stand a chance. His planes were the first to go, and right now I can't even tell who's winning this. Mr. Funky could actually survive, but when they're fighting over Les Generals, he could have the advantage, and he does have the advantage of reinforcements, and Lobster's getting trailed behind by Mr. Le General, and Lobster's planes are doomed. 2 left. Here comes reinforcements of Lobster right behind Mr. Funky, and this is a never-ending fight in the air right now. And Mr. Funky is trying to retreat over his factories. He is building the 3rd one, finally. He's also building a radar in the middle of his bridge, which is an odd place to... Well, he tried to build it and then stopped, I don't know why. But Lobster did finish off most of Mr. Funky's planes, so hopefully that gives him the research to survive what's coming towards him. A hail of Brackman. But Mr. Le General even's coming in for bombing run, then issue an attack run on the planes. Perfect combo. Doesn't look good for Lobster right now. Can he keep his factory alive? It's gonna... Whoa! It's got a fraction of health, but here comes the Brackman again. Lobster is actually fighting off Le General, but with his planes distracted, here goes the Brackman, and now we're going to see the factory die. Fortunately, they were aiming for the radar. The factory might still live. Again, a fraction of health. Lobster, you'd be lucky, and you still have a lot of planes, more than everyone else, especially Mr. Funky, who got severely crippled. Right now, it looks like Vati Ninja is going for some AA towers. He's gonna need them, especially if he does not get adapters anytime soon. He really needs those adapters. Go on, Vati Ninja, get adapters. You will love them. Seems to be a temporary ceasefire right now between the 3 air powers. It looks like, yep, Le General has shields, Lobster has shields, and unfortunately no shields for Mr. Funky. Not looking good. He is falling behind the research of this game between the 3 Aeon air powers. Lobster's taking advantage to go for Mr. Funky, and there is the adapters on a typical patrol around the back base. But with only 2 there, they're not going to do much damage. The shields will help the plane survive somewhat, and it's all up to Lobster inflicting as much damage as possible at this point. And was that flares? Lobster has flares as well. It looks like he's confident enough to try and take on Le General, but he is going for that land force. And he does claim a few kills there without losing a single plane. What more could he want? Right now he's just attacking Vati Ninja for the research. But unfortunately, if he does not attack him seriously, Vati Ninja could get a number of adapters up that will make it near impossible to kill. Lost there, unhindered by the lack of planes Mr. Funky has. He's freely killing those mass points, which will make it even more difficult for Mr. Funky. Does he have shields yet? He does not. He may have went for training early on to try and get some early advantage, but as Lobster already had flares, that plan could have went awry very quickly. Let's see here. Now it's Mr. Le General's time to attack Vati Ninja. Unfortunately, Vati Ninja does not have enough adapters yet. Another bombing run, another blast point dead for Mr. Funky. Not looking good for Mr. Funky. He's already gunned in the air, and with that lack of mass, it's going to make it even more difficult. He is going to have to rely on AA towers to defend himself at this point. But here comes Vati Ninja going for Lobster again, but Lobster's more than prepared this time. Here we go, see Scorch Bombs. Oh, Lobster flew over the Brackman, and he did not lose any planes, but a lot of them got crippled. Ah, Wow, so close, and here comes Le General once again going for 3 kills, and it looks like Le General has flares as well, but Lobster could very well have more planes, and those Brackmen walking towards him are going to be a pain. It's anyone's fighting this Aaron right now. Mr. Funky is doing the right thing and sitting back and letting it happen. Le General is retreating, but Lobster has bigger concerns other than hunting down that Air Force, and that is killing the Brackmen. He is trying to keep the factory alive, and he is succeeding quite easily this time around. The factory shield really does help after all. And down to 1 Brackman and dead. That is Lobster successfully defended once again from the air and land from 2 separate players. Mr. Funky taking the time to expand his mass points. Hopefully if he can hide for a while longer, he does not have to worry about Lobster, as Lobster and Le General will kill each other. Looks like Lobster's determined to kill more and more Brackmen. Nope, he's gone for the factory. Unfortunately, the flares actually hurt it. Flares do damage, fun fact. Oh, the Lobster's just going to slowly grind Vati Ninja down, but here comes Le General with another pass, getting some free plane kills there before Lobster could even retaliate. And Le General is trying to drag him across the factory AA. Lobster is not biting, even though he could probably handle that just fine. And Le General is coming up. He's got 2 planes way out of position, and they are doomed. Unfortunately for them. So Lobster's going for another pass on the factory, and that's a force fire from Vati Ninja. Hopefully it's... Looked like 1 plane got hit there. I saw a shell get bounced. Factory's still alive. Looks like Lobster may try to pass again, or he could go for the back mass. Looks like he's going for the back mass. He does not care for that forward factory. Looks like he's going for the force fire between the factory and the mass point. He got the mass point, but the factory's still alive. He also did not lose a plane, as I would not expect him to with flares. And here goes the factory on the second pass. Unfortunately, if he kept the force fire, he could have killed both wrecks. That's what I would have done. Once again, he's going for another factory, but there's a lot of adapters here. It could be a problem, and that shield couldn't come off at a better time. And that was another force fire. And he did actually lose 3 planes there. So he is determined to kill that factory though. Bye bye factory, and off goes Lobster. Is he going to lose any more planes? Yep. 1, 2, 3. 3 planes. Possibly more. Quite worth it, and it looks like Mr. Funky's built up enough planes that he feels somewhat confident. But Lobster's flying right over the Brackman again. Fortunately, there's not enough on force fire to make much difference. Oh, poor Mr. Le General. Half his Air Force getting caught out like that. But fighting over Le General's comm is a bad idea. Is Le General's fleeing? Could the comm explode? No, no. It looks like Lobster's safe for now, and here comes Le General. Lobster's more than prepared. And Lobster gets in behind most of them, which is fortunate. You can see them dropping like flies right now to this massive ball of death. Massive ball of death, insta-killing everything. At this point, you can see Lobster doesn't even care about the factory AA. Le General has been doomed, but while Lobster's fighting over there, he does not see what's coming towards him right now, and that is Vati Ninja, determined for a counter-strike. Well, with Le General's planes all gone, Lobster should retreat right now and defend himself, and that's exactly what he's not going to do, because he's going to lose all his planes. Yeah, no. Nope, he's fortunate for now, but he is now dealing with the Brackmen, which are aiming at the comm and not the factory. They could actually kill his comm there, but fortunately for Lobster, he's got time. There's only so much Brackman can do against a moving target, and that is very little. Ah, what a wonderful game, and looks like still Mr. Funky is buying all the time he wants, idling and idling and idling some more. Not surprised when he got quickly kicked out there by both General and Lobster. Lobster's quick on building that mass point. One Bratman left, soon to die. Nope, Lobster doesn't even care about it. He's determined to kill this factory. Will he succeed? Yes, he will. Vati Ninja's trying to rebuild. Not easy, however. Lobster at some point really needs to turn his concern to Mr. Funky, because Mr. Funky has a lot of planes and he is in a good position for a sneak attack on Lobster. So many flares. So many flares! Looks like Lobster's not concerned about the adapters anymore. Especially when he just kills them like that. Oh dear. Bad move order here. Fortunately, no one's here taking advantage of it. Poor Vati Ninja. The threat of faction because everyone else went here. If he got enough adapters, no one would be able to do anything. Humour. Le General can be mean at times, but it looks like Mr. Funky is taking opportunity to strike, and Lobster is keeping a close eye on it and he's quickly turning back. Yep, here comes Mr. Funky dealing with his small force, but he does have his own flares, but will it be enough? Lobster's formed up death ball again of planes, but they did explode out, so maybe not. It's anyone's fight here, and Le General wants to be a part of it as well. He's flying right over to join in. Will he issue a new attack order as he gets close? Yes, he did. Le General's just picking off planes on the edge of this massive fight that looks like Lobster is in fact losing. When did this happen, Mr. Le General? Maybe that early training did come out for you after all. Because, my god, Lobster got massacred. I told you so, Lobster. Not that long ago, however, so it probably would have happened to me if I was playing this game, but still. Yep, Lobster knows it's over and gives up. Now it's between Le General, Mr. Funky, and Vati Ninja. And it looks like Le General could be massacred next. Oh, not looking good for Le General. Actually, it could look good for Le General. Although, you really can't tell until it's over. Too many colours, too many planes, everything dying everywhere else. And it looks like Le General is being defeated as well. Both Le General and Lobster left Mr. Funky too long. Mr. Funky is not even trying to chase. But right now, the infighting between Mr. Funky and Le General allows Vati Ninja to rebuild. So, go on, Vati Ninja. Well, the nuclear beat everyone else. Or survive longer than everyone else. Who knows? That you did, Mr. Funky. Didn't think that'd be enough, but a second pass would do it. Ooh, that was a con bomb. Trying to go for the planes, but that was badly timed. How unfortunate for Le General. He did cost himself a mass point and a commander to do that control K, but unfortunately he just timed it so poorly. Poor Le General. It could be Mr. Funky winning this game, but it all depends. There's a lot of adapters down here now. Hopefully Vati Ninja can make use of it. General just has to buy some time. Although, the more time he tries to buy, the more planes Mr. Funky's gonna get. Did I miss something? I most likely did. I miss a lot of things, and say a lot of wrong things, so who knows. What? Looks like Mr. Funky was making sure no one's expanding out to Lobster's old base. Say, Lobster, you there?
Yep.
I see you quickly gave up when you first got massacred.
Well, nothing you can do, and I am already outnumbered. The fight was touch and go, and then General pulls like a third of the planes away from the fight.
You're doing so well to start with. But
Yeah.
I think it's more you just happened to ignore Mr. Funky too long.
Well, the adapters were a bigger threat.
Yes, they always will be.
I mean, if either of them leave him long enough now, he will slaughter them. All he'll need is Cobras. A handful of Cobras and all of those adapters. Guaranteed victory.
Yep, and it looks like this is Le General's last fight of the game. All Mr. Funky has to do is kill the factories and be done with Le General. He doesn't even have to do that anymore. Now it's just between Vati Ninja and and Mr. Funky, because you know I can't say anyone's name properly. Poor Le General.
Yep. If only I had my combo a second late.
Yeah. Didn't help that Mr. Funky was turning as well. I wonder, is Mr. Funky gonna focus on the factors in com rather than the adapters? And there's a jump jet.
That's an odd choice when fighting air.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't fire while they're jump jetting, which would kind of be awesome if they did. Just you know,
Indeed.
A hail of Brackman jump jetting over an entire army, firing shells left, right, and centre. How awesome would that be?
Yeah. Yeah, that attack wasn't worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes for 1 mass point.
Yeah.
6 times 80, is it? 85?
70 odd when you count the 5% reduction, which everyone always gets.
And the training of the factory.
So still, yeah. Not worth it for 1 mass point.
It's always worth it when you're on.
No,
few
I
mass
think
points.
so.
As long as it kills the other mass points before they rebuild, it's always worth it, no matter how many you lose. But it looks like Vati Ninja is doing a dark with engineers. I think they're going around reclaiming things. Oh, when did that engineer get in your base, Lobster?
Nah, no.
When did that happen?
He probably walked it there at some point.
I would have thought Vati Ninja would take it, pounce on anything that got near, though. Oh well, he must have sneaked it past at some point. What is Vati Ninja doing with these engineers?
They're mobile radars.
Oh, that upgrade says it all. Unfortunately, there's no AA with them. We should have took some adapters. Those engineers won't even get close.
Go num num things, my pretties.
They're never gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't think that'd accomplish much.
Well, I'm actually gonna have to go. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh, you can't rely on people for doing streams these days, can you, Le General?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at that. Mr. Funky making sure no one's expanding left or right. He's still done nothing
And now
with his
there's
engineer.
gunships.
Gunships against a Cyberman. Not a good idea in the slightest. But we'll help against the
If
adapters.
if timed properly, they can take the shields down and then bomb.
If he doesn't get scorched bombs, then he doesn't have to worry about the shields. And that is not scorch bombs. And there goes half the adapters. Or a quarter of them at least.
You will need to do better bombing run if you want to survive this.
Yeah, it's just going to be a war of attrition for Mr. Funky, isn't it? It takes longer to build a plane than it does adapter, I think.
Yep.
But mind you, he's not losing many to begin with. I mean, if there's one thing gunships are good for, it's distracting AA fire.
At this point, Funky has so much adapter. He can probably just take an engineer with him or his ACU and just go in his base, or he doesn't have enough.
Yeah, definitely. All Mr. Funky needs to do is at least get one factory spamming tanks, and then all all those adapters mean nothing.
That would be so mean.
It'll never kill anything, but eventually you'll get enough tanks, even from a single factory. What is Mr. Funky doing with his engineer? He's just sent it across the map again. I wonder... Oh, that was almost as bad as your com bomb there, Le General.
No, mine was worse. I didn't kill him in a single plane.
Yes, but he only killed the back line of planes there.
It's better than nothing.
True.
But it's over at that point.
It's hard to say, it depends on if you were to take all the adapters up to his base and power detonate them. They might inflict some damage. So what I do, right now he needs to group them up next to a factory, build an engineer and just move it all as one force. Not including the factory, because that'd be hilarious. A few stragglers of planes are getting killed by the adapters. And one Brackman still alive up there, I don't know how.
He's moving out. But not grouped up, there's gonna be a slaughter.
Yeah, especially when they're jump jetting, they're gonna get shot there. I mean, the bolts of death that are intended for planes also hit jump jetting units. And they will take down the shields, and as soon as they land, if the plane's still behind them or above them, they will drop the bomb as well, meaning it's virtually double the firepower as they're landing, which is not ideal in the slightest.
No.
He is sending all the adapters up there, but my god, he needs to send an engineer with them or else it just leaves his base to be killed.
How can Lobster be the first in points and the first to die? I don't understand it.
He had every opportunity to kill so many planes from you and Mr. Funky. It gave him the quick advantage quite early on. He was just always in the perfect position. Then he ignored Mr. Funky for too long.
First thing I did, click the wrong research.
It's okay, he still got players faster than Mr. Funky for what I've seen.
Yeah, but it only cost me one research point, but
that's not
I
gonna
was
be a
still
bomb.
kind of sad. Really?
Well, it's not a com bomb, I would have done it already, but he must see that there's no engine here, because we're ignoring it, I'd hope.
Go little Brackman and kill that ACU.
With all those adapters, the Brackman would win. Well, you know, unless he was to walk in and try and capture it, which would be hilarious. Right now, Mr. Funky is just herding them. But mind you, if he does get close to them, the shields don't do a thing. And that's exactly what he's counting on.
Yeah, but they slightly move and there's 3 shield.
Right, this is over. Mr. Funky's finally decided to go for his base rather than his adapters, meaning it's game over for Vati Ninja. So those adapters can do nothing. If only I had power detonate.
Nah, I don't think it would have killed the com.
No, but it would hurt him, and it'd be hilarious.
No, that's hilarious. Go kill the base!
That poor gunship.
Goodbye!
Mr. Funky should probably pay attention to his Air Force.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing. Ah, now you realized.
It was like Vatin just trying to save himself, but wait. I don't know. I don't think I'm paying attention anymore. I'm trying to figure out how Funky's com got behind the adapters again.
Me too.
Okay, it's not just me then.
We were busy watching the planes doing nothing because they were so interesting.
And Mr. Funky wins the
Well.
free for all of the day.
That's game!
You know, because Lobster won the air very early on, then started taking it out on Vati Ninja, I pretty much assumed he was going to win at that point because he just keep getting more and more research, more and more plays, and he had flares before anyone else.
But then I made a 2v1 against Lobster!
Yep.